Hello, everyone. My name is Dylan Hamilton. I am currently in a brand new office space, so I do apologize if you hear some reverb in the recording. But I am here for the first time working in the level editor for Escape Simulator. As you can see, I have put some effort into this um, for this week. I haven't used it before, and I didn't really see much about what the level editor is about, so I had to rely on a couple tutorials just to figure out what I was doing. And some sections took me longer to figure out, and Google didn't have the best results immediately. I had to go digging just a little bit to figure out what the issues was. But so far, the overall story of what this level is that two brothers or two friends, whatever, or it should be notable that this is a two-player required level, but two players who are friends or brothers in the story, they hear that the Egyptians have created like the best honey in the world, and they wanted to go, or all documents of this honey and the honey itself has been lost over time, and it was basically rumored at that point. And so the brothers decided, hey, let's build a time machine to go figure out just how good this honey can be. And so they do that, and they decide to bring along some toast, and they quickly find out that the Egyptians are very secretive about this honey, and they didn't want it to get out. So there's like a bunch of locks and puzzles to get through. And as you can see, there's some honey right there. And I've set up quite a bit of the puzzles. I haven't set up all of them. There's one that I'm missing that's supposed to go right here. I have already started like trying to figure out how to set it up with these turn stuff, but that is um, yeah, that's for the next time. This next week. Now I'll be working on this with my time, but after they get the honey, they put it on toast. They decide to put the toast on the time machine right here, and it goes haywire, and it sends them all throughout different parts in time. So like as you can see, I've set up just a little bit of this area that's meant to be like a western jail, and all of these are assets that have came from the level editor itself. There is actually a way to like import different assets. I just haven't figured it out yet. I will probably be importing some assets such as like a time machine, all that. But most of these will be done through the level editor stuff. But if we come in here, you can see quite a bit of stuff. If I play level, I've laid out a bunch of little objects around that I will be using and like hiding around in different spots. There are some puzzles already on here. I will be using this chest and hiding the key somewhere. So the idea is that I'm going to be placing other stuff such as like pots and stuff around, and then hiding that key inside. This puzzle took me quite a bit to figure out, so I wanted to have it to where you find a bunch of these just laying around and even in some of the chests. So like you'll find this cup like right here, or if you go looking, you'll find it like somewhere right here, or if you unlock this chest, you'll find it like right there. But I will also be creating some notes because there are some notes that you could use or paint in here, and help using that to hide in the level as well, along with the cups. That tells the player how they're supposed to solve this right here. And so the biggest issue I had was trying to figure out how to set it up to where I could just place stuff around and not have the slots be disabled, or place like have it to where multiple of these slots unlock the door instead of just one doing it. So that one took me a bit, but once you figure out how it's supposed to be solved, place them down, and then this door will open, and it'll have one of these in here, and it basically what you're supposed to do with these is after you solve a bit of the puzzles, take these spheres, and there's these little bowls right here. You're supposed to place the spheres in, and it solves this last puzzle called Honey I'm Home. And you grab the jar of honey, which it's a questionable jar of honey, but it's a jar of honey. Then we take it to this piece of toast, which this is a glitch that I'm currently running into, is this little, what we see in the bottom right, it's very stretched out. And even rotating around just makes it vibrate. But essentially, you put the honey on the toast, and then we're supposed to put the toast right here, and it allows us to access this button, which will take us to the next area. But in terms of how the room is, I wanted to like have this little space right here to be mainly for the puzzles, and have these little two sections be like the main part. So like this is where the players spawn. They spawn in and they immediately see the room. And right across is the end objective. And the end objective is set aside from the rest of the room because it's set in like this little spot right here. It'll have like these torches and all that. Though I do plan on having these torches get lit up once you solve the puzzle and not immediately. As of right now, that is what I've worked on. There was one other issue and this is for anyone who decides to work with this level editor. One thing that I struggled to figure out immediately was there's a way to duplicate stuff. So like let's say like you want to do this right there, and you want to duplicate this exact same thing as we've seen around here. I couldn't figure it out, so at first I was just remaking everything, which took a lot longer to try to size everything down and try to eyeball it to get it the right size. But turns out if you just press Control D, move it over, you can just copy it right there. So that's one of the cool things I found out that isn't immediately obvious. So if anyone is watching this that wants to use this, here is a good tip for you to do if you ever want to do something like that. But I will be making more progress on this. I will try to finish this out more with at least getting more functionality going, and then starting on this little section right here the next week. But until then, thank you for watching.